Man, these haters been out here changing their tune left and right. What the NFL gave Shedeur is probably the best gift Shedeur probably will ever receive outside of his kids. We got to jump right into it.
Okay, but I didn't know that before the draft. But I always said about him in college, I said, like, he moves well, he's super accurate. He's got kind of a casualness to him, like he's not, his dad's famous. He's been at famous places. He's not intimidated by the moment. His confidence doesn't ebb and flow. I think he lacks maturity and self-awareness. Greg Cosell this week came on and said, yeah, for the second, and he dropped to the fifth round. But I was thinking about this. He's looked pretty good. I mean, Greg Cosell this week came on and said, yeah, it's early, but those are big time throws. So let's just say Shedeur Sanders does become a franchise quarterback. And through 3 starts with the weakest receiving room in the NFL, 32nd. Worst receiving room in the NFL, PFF, 32nd. Third worst offensive line, PFF. He's got nothing to work with. 5 touchdowns, 2 picks, 94 passer rating. Should also be noted that Shedeur Sanders did not get any work with the ones before he started, right? It was Dylan Gabriel getting all of it because Dylan Gabriel was a rookie. So he's got the 3rd worst O-line in the league, the worst wide receiving room in the league, did not work with number ones, and yet 8 of the top 12 teams drafting currently in the NFL at the top of the draft board are desperate for a quarterback. And people thought Shedeur, NFL GM said, hey, he's a little immature. I agree. He's not serious enough for my taste. So I think the NFL wanted to send sort of a message. Straighten up, young man. I'll say it again. 5th round. Every team in this league passed on him at least 4 times. Do you realize with the worst receiving core in the league and the 3rd worst offensive line, since becoming a starter, Shedeur is the best rookie quarterback in the league. Total yards, total touchdowns, big plays, passing yards and attempts. He's the best rookie quarterback since he got the start. Again,
Man, I would never tell a hater to stop hating. For the simple fact, man, hate is food to winners, man. Somebody got to do it, and hating needs to be done. You don't even get greatness without having some haters out here, man. They are part of the game. They come with the territory. It just is what it is. But what the NFL did for Shedeur Sanders, no man on this planet could have offered them this. They laid out the red carpet for Shedeur to have the most legendary storyline in sports history. Anytime you compare Shedeur Sanders to any other quarterback, you cannot leave out context. Throughout his whole career, context is going to be the biggest part of his story. You know why? Because no other quarterback in history has had to go through what Shedeur Sanders has went to. You show me one quarterback that had to experience the owner talking about no, he didn't want him. Get drafted and watch the whole coaching staff look like it's the worst day of their life. Then you go look at the coaching staff when they drafted Dylan Gabriel. It's a completely different energy. Whenever you hear Shadur talk about how this whole experience got him closer to God and how this is something like he's never had to go through. He's been in a situation that he's not used to. The reason why he say he's got closer to God, his relationship is better because when you are in a dark situation, you go searching for light, man. Like his faith, his belief in God, that was his light. That smile you constantly seen on his face, bro, that was his light, bro. And he had to reach for that. He had to dig for it because he knew he around people that really don't want him there. That right there can affect your ability to play football. They play with this man mentally. But when it's talent out there, when you are truly talented, no matter how no one feel about you, they can't take that away. Now, let's be real, right? In a lot of cases, it's a lot of situations where coaches and players don't get along, but it's never like that when you're drafted in, right? Coaches don't draft players they don't want. So this is unique, man. This is very unique. I just want to make sure it's known. It will be disrespectful for anyone to leave out context whenever they're comparing Shadur to another quarterback. You can say that Shadur has done something that no quarterback has done in this decade, right? That's all right. Or when you say Shedeur Sanders haven't done something since Tom Brady, since Joe Burrow, that still don't tell the story, right? That still don't tell the whole story because Shedeur had to go through something none of them has went through. We talking about a man that didn't even get first round reps until a few weeks ago. Like, come on. The NFL did something that they realizing is backfiring. Everything Shadur damn near do is gonna be like the first time a fifth round pick has ever. Like he's gonna be knee deep in the history books about time his career is finished. So when I say the the NFL did something for him that no man could have ever done, I mean that wholeheartedly. They set a fire under Shadur that's gonna last him his entire career. Shadur is gonna make sure they know and they remember. And we is too. Thank you for checking out Rob So Random.